Texas, New York, Philadelphia. Take the Jolly Ranchers out of your ears and listen up because the Keep It Moving tour is coming your way.
Yeah, guys, it's a stand-up show, and then we play AYG with the audience. It's a good time. September 22nd, we're going to be in Houston, and September 23rd to the 25th, we're going to be in Austin for the Moon Tower Comedy Festival. Ever heard of it? Yeah. Then Dallas-Fort Worth on September 26th. Then we're bringing it back up north, baby. September 30th, we're going to be in Long Island. And then, what are we doing? We're going home for cheesesteaks. Whiz-wit, baby.
Cheesesteaks and vengeance.
October 27th, we're going to be at Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia. Get those tickets. They're going to move fast. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Sure is.
Little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they go to be classy, or if they're just a big old piece of trash.
Oh, yeah.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day down here at Aunt Tootie's basement. All is quiet. She's down at the casino there, not in Vegas or the Shore, Pennsylvania casino.
Yeah.
She likes the slots.
Sure, who doesn't?
I think she's mixing and mingling with one of the security guards over there.
She's got the hots for a guy on the floor.
Yep. So if you see one of those metal detector wands on the kitchen table, do not be alarmed.
Don't go upstairs.
Don't go upstairs. No. If you see the room rocking, don't come knocking. My co-host is coming at you from right next to me. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage. He is the COO of Are You Garbage. He's the fall guy, basically, when the feds come knocking on the
Straw man, baby.
Give it up for Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
Hey, gang. Happy to be here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. And as you know, those numbers are...
Through the roof.
Through the fucking roof, baby. It's cooking. And then I would be, like I've said many times, I'd be a fucking jerk-off if I didn't bring up the greatest website of all time, www.patreon.com.
Cheers, salute to you and your family.
Patreon.com/areyougarbage. Check it out. Get a shit ton of bonus content. AYG, hard feelings, live streams. You know the fucking deal. Why am I telling you? Go check it out.
You love it. We love it. Thank you guys so much. And having a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinaire. The magic man makes us all look good. Give it up for T-Bone McMuffin, Mr. Toby McMullin.
What's up, dudes?
What up, T-Bone?
Ooh, a rare H. Foley stumble on the intro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm human after all, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? I'm not Superman. Although we do have the same body type. Anyway, gang, we could not be more
fatter than a speeding bullet.
I'm fatter than an apartment building.
Able to eat whole sandwiches in a single bite. Gang, that's neither here nor there. Don't listen to these bozos. We got some star power in the fucking house today. We could not be more excited to have our incredibly special guest.
Old pal.
Here with us today for the first time. She is a very funny stand-up comedian, actor, and podcaster. You have seen her on The Good Fight, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Viral Beauty, Crashing, Two Girls, One Show, My Crazy Love, Deadly Affairs, Uproarious at Midnight, Night Train with Wyatt Cenac, The Mystery Hour, This Week at the Comedy Cellar, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Ever heard of it?
I have.
CBS, we're talking network here, baby. Hassan Minaj, Adult Boy. Of course, you've seen her on the comedy lineup on Netflix, and she has an amazing podcast called Inside the Closet that you got to check out. But the big question in everybody's mind today, is she garbage? Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, we have a guest that is missing a tooth. That's how we're doing it.
I didn't notice.
Maybe Stavros. Maybe Stavi was missing his tooth when he was on the pod.
Yeah. I knocked
I'm
it
a woman,
out.
everybody.
Oh, yes, thank you. I knocked it out just for the show. I was trying to get booked. I'm like, who do I got to punch around here to get on? Are You Garbage?
Kid's a method actor.
Trying to get a high score.
I didn't know that. I thought that he just had a space in his teeth. I didn't know he was missing a tooth. Am I an idiot?
No, he's been missing. Stavi's been missing a tooth for quite a long time. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I didn't clock it.
He's got the fake one that he puts in.
Okay, there we go.
On a retainer or whatever.
I want to say, as a friend of yours, to defend you, ladies and gentlemen, normally she's not missing a tooth, obviously. She's very well put together, takes care of herself. She works out all the time. But right now she's in the middle of a little dental snafu. It's going to be strike number one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And also, I had the temporary tooth that he had.
Yeah.
And when it first got like they knew that I wasn't gonna be without tooth.
Is that what they say without tooth?
That's not what they say. That's
What
I
was
just-
it?
Oh.
Because I remember you got veneers.
I had veneers 6 years ago. I got veneers at a place called Harlem Dental, and the place was great. People are like, "Did you get bad veneers?" No, the place was great. He did let me pay cash and come in at weird hours and got a steep discount. So maybe
Jesus
I don't know.
Christ.
So I got the veneers there, but they started popping out this summer, and then
And what, they
Do
fall
you still
off?
have them? Are they in right now?
so the ones that popped out, they reapplied. But what happened with this, the one that's missing, the tooth under it broke, and I went into the dentist, and they were like, "Did you have blunt force trauma to your face?" And
The fuck is
You
that?
get hit with a baseball bat anytime?
Is everything
Recently?
okay?
Yeah.
Miss Willman, do you owe anybody money currently?
Yeah. And I was like, I didn't. And then I remembered that I actually had punched myself in the face doing a boxing class. And so the nurse left, and I was like, hey,
How do you punch yourself in the face in a boxing class?
I was doing this move where you like warm up like this, and I remember just kind of looking over at the instructor, and I popped myself in the face.
Jesus.
I'm
Still in the Oscar De La Hoya.
you should see the other guy. But so I did that, broke the tooth. Then they gave me a temporary one like he had, and I lost it twice.
Like a temporary cover?
one to pop in, and I lost it twice. So I'm so mad at myself, and it's so expensive. I was so
Where are you taking the tooth out that you lose it?
man.
Because the only correct answer is you take it out maybe
At
when
night.
you brush your teeth or
Yeah,
something.
that you would think. That was the plan.
So the tooth's not coming back. The tooth is completely gone.
The tooth's done.
Does it look like it's coming back?
Oh, it'll be back, Foley, any day now. That's every night I go to bed, please.
Hey, Emma, keep drinking your milk. Maybe that tooth's going to show up again.
Well, good news is it was my baby tooth. So
Yeah,
it'll be
it's
all right.
not working. I'm gonna get a dental implant, but then the tooth got infected, and it was just like this whole thing. But where I lost it was I had been in Boston, and I said I'm not gonna lose this fucking tooth when I travel. So I put it in a special place, and then I went and put this bag down.
Altoids box.
Yeah.
Pretty much, actually, it was pretty much an Altoids box. It was like a dip container. It was. I put it in. I might have actually been an Altoids box. It was in and then I put it in my bathroom bag, and then I put that bag down, and never found it again.
Jeez.
Lord.
I know.
Christ.
I'm so
And you
angry
just don't
at
want to
myself.
spring for another one.
The thing is so I am going to, because I was like, this is too much, because I was getting depressed. It was making me depressed.
Sure.
Yeah.
So not missing the tooth. What was making me depressed was it was so hard to get an appointment with the dentist I was going to, and it kept getting infected. Turns out there was too much bone in the bone graft. Yeah.
So you're nowhere near.
That's where they drop. That's where they're grossed out.
I lost a tooth. I got a bad grab.
Yeah, I got a bad graft. Do you guys? How's your? I got a bad graft.
Extra bone.
Yeah.
Isn't that gross? And they charge you for the bone.
That's
So-
why.
Sure.
Yeah.
Charge you per ounce.
That's
It's like
what-
gold.
It's cadaver bone. They put, and I didn't
You
know
got-
that.
Wait, what?
I didn't know that either.
I thought it was your bone. They take it from.
No, I didn't ask. I'm an idiot. I didn't ask any questions.
So you got dead guy bone on you?
Apparently,
Ooh.
I hope it's a human. Could be a dog. I don't know. I don't know what's in there. I didn't. This is my
What
problem.
the
I'm gonna
Comes
start.
back as a fang.
I'll take anything at this point, to be honest. But I didn't ask any questions
Do
because
you have any memories of the person bone that's
it
in
was
there?
Foley. No, yeah.
Got a
Somebody-
hankering for cheeseburgers.
Somebody from the 40s or something like that.
That's fucking
So
nuts.
you're nowhere near you're nowhere to the point of healing where they can put
Man.
because they have to put a rod in.
They got to put a rod in. Luckily, they put too much bone in, but the other bone's not infected. So I found a really good dentist yesterday. Actually, no, yeah, yesterday, and he's gonna do it in 2 months. So I'm in the home stretch, and I'm gonna get a temporary tooth in 1 week.
And what are
So-
they doing for the infection? Is it all cleared up?
Contagious.
It's
It's
gonna have to
cleared
burn
up.
that
It's cleared
microphone.
up. Yeah, it's cleared up. But it was just I was on really strong antibiotics. Have you guys had dental problems before?
Not like that.
No,
Yeah.
I've never had a
Oh,
cavity.
no.
Have
Me?
you?
You're missing a couple.
Oh, I'm
You
missing
are?
teeth. Yeah, but I never had the bone graft. or
Yeah.
anything. I was
Yeah,
pulling.
well, you never fixed it.
No, yeah, it was pull it and quit it. That was it for me.
Where are they? No front teeth though.
Yeah, right here.
He gets it.
Whoa!
He's lucky.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of
Yeah.
cheek that covers it.
Yeah.
That
But
helps.
when he smiles, I from this
Yeah.
angle, it's like the fucking Holland
What
Tunnel.
happened? They were too bad.
Nothing on that.
I never noticed it. I've never
No,
noticed
you
it.
can't really see it unless
Yeah.
I do that. But two bad root canals. But the story I tell people, so guys, don't say nothing.
This is
that
exclusive?
Is exclusive. I think I might have mentioned in the podcast before, maybe on the old Patreon. But now I'm letting it out now, so everybody keep their mouth shut. I tell people I got hit with a lacrosse ball.
Okay.
And that the teeth just eventually went bad and fell out.
Yeah, but what really happened?
I just had
He's a
bad
fucking-
shoddy dental work.
Yeah, he's a dirtball. What the fuck?
Why a lacrosse ball?
I don't know.
To make him sound cool.
Yeah, make
I
You sound
get it.
cool. Yeah.
Maybe I should do that. What could I say? I'd be like, I was saving somebody.
You were saving somebody. It was,
I think you
it
could
was
even
the hurricane. You pulled somebody out of a flooding subway car.
Get over here, and
Yes.
they were. I had to pull them up, and they bought me in the mouth.
And when you pulled them up, a little piece of their bone jumped into your mouth and got infected.
That motherfucker.
There you go.
I
But-
still think you could say the boxing. Just don't say you punched yourself.
Yeah, don't say
just
you
say
punched
like
yourself.
I was, I'm an avid boxer. That's how I keep a good body and stay in shape.
Or
And
mixed martial arts. People seem to be into that
Ooh,
these
they
days.
are into. That's a keyword. It's
Yeah.
a buzzword.
yeah,
I could say
MMA.
that.
yeah. Just say I got punched in the face. Don't say who. Just say I got punched in the face in a boxing class.
Right. And I mean, it was pretty bad too because it wasn't like I even punched myself hard. Like I was just going like this, and I kind of looked over and was like, "What happened?"
Yeah,
And
I didn't peg you as a big power puncher, Em.
I nicked myself.
Well, I wouldn't feel too bad about it because it could be, and this is my professional dental opinion
Please,
here.
that's what I want.
Is that the tooth could have been going anyway. Maybe there was something wrong with the tooth.
That's what
anyway.
they said. They said
Yeah.
it was already cracked. I was like, I would have been nice to know. They didn't. They
Yeah.
withheld that information.
It's all the scats want to make money.
I didn't know because I'm from such a small town. Like the dentist in my town saw.
Nobody puts an extra bone by accident, okay? That's
well,
on
well,
purpose.
yeah, well, they're charging you by per fucking
Ah.
ounce.
When they were doing the extra bone, they originally quoted me at $1,400, and then while I was
Just to put the bone
just
in?
to put the bone in, and then while I was there,
Crazy.
like, and they're like, the guy is standing over me, and there's the two dental assistants. They had the front desk person come in, and they were like, actually, it's going to be more, and they changed it from 1,200 to I think it was like 3,500. And I was
What,
like,
when you're in the chair,
Yeah.
like ripped open?
and I was like, "Wah!" And then I was like, well, what do we do? And then they're like, that's how much it is. And I was like, well, what are my options? Like, what happens if I can't pay for it? Do I work here now? Like, what do we
Yeah.
do? I give you bone to give someone else? Like, how does this?
Have they
pan
already
out?
started the procedure?
started the procedure?
So what the fuck are you gonna say?
That's what I said too.
Yeah, of course.
You don't go back to that dentist anymore, do
No,
you?
I don't.
Yeah. Did you give him the 3 Gs?
I did.
What?
I put it on my credit card.
Ah.
And this was the thing too. I was like,
They got you by the balls. What are you gonna do?
they got seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got you by the gums,
Okay, but it too.
by the incisors.
Because what do you? I was like, I'll find a way to pay for it. But what if I couldn't? What if I had like kids or something?
They,
you know?
they a lot of places not mortgage it. A lot of places finance it on their own. They, like,
Yeah.
have a finance company that you can do.
Right,
it.
credit card guy pops up.
Yeah,
You interested in this
All of a
service?
sudden, you're making fucking monthly payments to the
Right.
Smile Cafe.
Let me
Right.
ask you this.
Yeah.
Did they take payment right then and there?
Yeah.
Like while you were in the chair?
Oh no. At the end, and they did apologize because I did a video. I was posting on Instagram about it, like, what the fuck, that was weird. And then they called and they're like, oh, well, we don't normally do that. And I was like, all right,
Yeah, well, you fucking
but you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they ask you to take the video down?
No.
Did you tag them in it?
No, but I mentioned them, and I mentioned the secretary by name.
Yeah, fuck her.
Shirley. Yeah.
Fuck
This
Shirley.
fucking bitch.
Oh, that's
But
trashy.
this is the first time I've never had problems like this before.
That's good.
Have you noticed any people acting different or being treated differently with the missing tooth?
Yes.
Really? Because I think everybody knows you, and all it takes is a two. What the fuck? Oh, I went into dental work.
So when it first happened, this was like really when it first popped out, my face was all swollen. I ran into like 5 different comics. I was like bopping around, and
Yeah, what was up with that? You had like black eyes for a little while.
that was when they first. Well, that was when the dentist and I we just had enough of each other. No, he was. I didn't make a
couldn't make the
payment.
payment.
It was.
They don't play at Harlem Dental.
Yeah, they do. This place isn't Gramercy, but they.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's why I kept staying there because I was like, no, it's nice. It's like in Gramercy Park.
Mm-hmm.
You would think, but
Actually, in the park, which
in
is
the
a little,
park, it's
I was on a park bench, to be specific.
just a pigeon working on you.
I'm just fucked up out of my mind. Like, this guy seems pretty good. I had black eyes, and I shouldn't have done shows those nights. But I didn't know I got black eyes from, and they were like, "This is unusual."
Yeah, how do you get black eyes from?
Ari had the same thing. Remember,
Did
said
he?
he got dental work done in Colombia or Ecuador or wherever the fuck he was, and he came back and looked like he got hit by a 2x4.
Yeah, it's because they've got you like open, and they're doing the surgery, and
Yeah, and it's all like
The
fucking,
blood
it's all
rushing
it's
down.
all weird. I didn't even mind it. In retrospect, I looked at some pictures. I was like, I should have stayed home those nights.
Yeah, take the night off.
But
Take
I
the
don't
night
think
off.
anybody is just. Everybody gets jammed up in those situations.
Which almost isn't good that people don't like. You kind of want to be the type of person that when people see your face all fucked up, they're like, "What is going on?"
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't want to
Yeah.
be.
You don't want
know
that to
what I
be
mean?
in character
like,
for you.
Yeah.
Classic
right.
Emma.
Right.
Emma
exactly.
walked into a wall again.
Right.
Everybody.
Here we go. Good. They're not even blinking. But when my tooth fell out, the first 5 comics I saw, I saw 3 white guys and 2 black guys, and the reactions, I couldn't help but do that social sample of the 3 white guys I saw. I was like, do I look weird with this? And they're like, doesn't even notice it. And the 2 black guys I saw were both like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta,
shit.
oh, you gotta get it together. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Sherrod Small was yelling at me. He was like, go home. He's like heckling me out of here. And then I think I saw Todd Berry, and he's like, I didn't even notice it. And I was like,
That's
what's
funny.
going on?
Oh, so what is the backstory, the origin story of Emma Willman? I know a little bit. I know small town Maine.
Yeah,
Yes,
Maine,
small town
right?
Maine.
Take
Which
it from there.
Maine can either be like, waspy, very nice, or like so small town, super trashy.
Or Stephen
Totally.
King's old cars trying to kill you. Stuff like that.
Get hit by a car.
My stepmom was in that movie. What was his big one? Was it Pet Cemetery? She's like a one little line.
Your
in it.
stepmom's in Pet Cemetery?
Yeah.
Really?
I haven't
Jesus,
seen
and
it.
the missing tooth.
What the fuck, Emma?
Wait, I haven't seen that movie.
Trying to make an episode of this.
Is it a good movie or a bad movie?
It's good.
Yeah.
I remember it scared the shit out of me as a kid.
God.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
put eyes
see
on
it.
it again. It doesn't really hold up.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't see. Yeah, she was in that for a little bit, but you nailed it. My town was a mix of the two. It was 2,000 people in the winter, and then in the summer it was a bunch of like really waspy tourists. And my parents were like kind of, I would say they were like waspy tourists, but they were hippies and they moved there.
Mhm.
My dad was a carpenter, and then my mom owned a little blueberry farm, and they met when he had to fix her floor.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's like the most
Yeah, he
Maine
did.
story ever.
Yeah.
Nothing.
She was a simple blueberry gal.
Yeah.
And then,
That's how they met.
That's how they met. He had to fix her floor. That's what they're saying. I think they smoked a lot of pot back in the day.
Okay.
do they still?
I don't know. I don't know about my dad. My mom doesn't, but I would like it if she did.
Yeah. Take the edge off a
Take
little
that
bit.
because she's got
Yeah.
insomnia, and I was like, "Would you consider smoking pot?" And she was like, "Where would I even get pot?" And I didn't know.
I got it
Middle
on
of
me.
Maine?
Yeah.
She's in Cambridge, Massachusetts now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you grow up in this town in Maine
I grew up there.
with your mom and dad? Tell me because I know they're divorced now.
Yeah, they're very divorced. They divorced when I was in third.
Very divorced.
So
That's
divorced.
the episode title right
Did
there.
you, did you ever live on the blueberry farm?
No, maybe when I was like a baby, but I have no memories of it. I did blueberry picking for 2 days,
Okay.
which is where you like it's backbreaking work. I didn't.
Didn't last.
Didn't last.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
sat down with my friend Sean and ate the berries, and they're like, "You guys are fired."
Ah.
I didn't live on the blueberry farm, but we lived in this house my dad built, and then my parents
Built the
divorced.
house.
He built the house.
That's pretty classy.
Pretty geodesic dome. It's
But
pretty cool.
Sounds geodesic dome. It sounds less classy.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. We got.
Did you grow up in a yurt?
Quick.
He
No, Emma.
It's
please.
a geodesic dome, and then he like built this like big extension on it. He's a math professor at Maine Maritime Academy.
That's what you live. That's
No,
like the
you
Epcot
didn't.
Center.
You didn't grow up in there.
No, it is that shape though. It's a big geodesic dome, but it's wood. This is what he's pulling up as like a glass bubble.
Wait, you grew up in a wooden house like that?
In the
Wait, what? Like one of these, maybe?
yes, exactly like that.
You grew up in. This is what you grew up in.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
That's a McDonald's PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts, Em.
It was nuts. It was very like pretty though. It was,
Oh my God, Emma! I had no idea.
yeah.
You
That's where
gotta
they keep
describe
rock salt on the turnpike.
Yeah, for the listener, yes, it's half Epcot, half where they keep rock salt on the turnpike.
What?
It's like a big wooden golf ball.
Yeah, it is.
What
And
were
my-
the rooms? Was it one big room?
It was the way my dad had it. He had his office upstairs, and then he built this giant extension onto it. So when my mom moved in, she was like, "We gotta make this big extension."
So wait, that's what he lived in prior to your mom getting together. He built this dome. Was like, I'm going to be a lady killer with this dome. I'm going to be batting them away.
Where they get to look at my yurt?
and he had no electricity before my mom. He was a hippie.
Right.
He was living
No
off
electricity.
the land. No electricity.
Damn.
He grew up in Belmont, Massachusetts, and then he was like, "Fuck this! I want to go just like be off the grid." Which now I
I want to be
understand.
in the big city.
I want to be a yurt guy. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Holy.
Have you guys
fuck.
been to Maine before?
I've been to Biddeford, Maine.
Oh yeah.
Biddeford.
Doing what?
A friend of mine's family is kind of, they own a bunch of stuff up there.
Cool.
So we went there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It's fucking crazy beautiful.
It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
pretty. Not a Maine hotspot. Like that's like some place that you don't usually hear people say this way.
Yeah,
they've
yeah,
been.
yeah.
Hang on. It's back to the yurt.
All right.
All
Back
right.
to the yurt.
Let's not get crazy here. Kippy's vacation plans. I got to hear. This is bonkos. Did you have your own bedroom?
Yes, I did.
How
With
the
a
fuck
door.
have you never told us this?
Yeah.
I've known you for 8 years.
I
and you
wouldn't-
drop this shit on me now on
I don't-
live podcast?
I didn't know when it would even. It's not. I never even think about
Dude,
it.
that should be high. I grew up in a dome.
You think so?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
That's
What?
insane.
Really?
What?
Because I talk about my
That's
small.
like worse than being
Okay,
homeschooled.
let me ask you this. Do you know anybody else that grew up in a dome?
No.
So
Here
you
we
weren't
go.
you weren't in a neighborhood of domes.
No.
That would be more normal.
You're right. I never thought about that.
Were you in a neighborhood?
No. It was
You
really.
can't put that in a neighborhood. The
Get out of the neighborhood.
The homeowners association will run you out of town.
What's with the dome guy?
Hey, take your life-size soccer ball and beat it, buddy. Kibby, how about the folks over there at Butcher Box, baby?
Did you say Butcher Box Baby?
Woo! It's Butcher Box. Don't get it twisted. But I'm telling you what, they're serving up top-quality meat
Killing
delivered right to your door. Absolutely delicious and fantastic.
Yeah. Each box has 9 to 11 pounds of meat of your choosing.
Nice.
Options like 100% grass-fed and finished beef. Free-range organic chicken. What? Chicky. Probably make a hell of a chicky parm with that.
Say that one more time.
Free-range organic chickies.
Yikes.
Humanely raised pork, wild-caught lobster tails, wild-caught Alaskan salmon, or if you're trash, salmon. Sugar-free bacon. That's my wife introduced me to sugar-free bacon, and then they started sending us the Butcher Box.
Good stuff.
Killing it. Top quality stuff. There's no better feeling knowing you can skip the grocery store because there's a variety of Butcher Box meat already waiting for you in the freezer. And listen, depends on where you're going. You don't know what you're getting all the time. You know, like you don't know where that meat's coming from.
Nope.
It's been sitting in the back of the grocery store for 6 weeks. Then they pulled it out. Then
Could have been in some guy's trunk a couple of nights ago.
it's on a discount, right? You know, and all, you don't know who's handling that kind of stuff. Not
No.
with Butcher Box, baby.
No. 100%.
Yes. So Butcher Box is offering our listeners ground beef for life.
What?
What?
Nuh-uh.
Ground beef for life for a limited time.
Can employees apply? Hold on a second here. Stop the show.
For a limited time, Butcher Box is giving new members 2 pounds of. Listen, stop the presses. This is all jokes aside. For a limited time, Butcher Box is giving new members 2 pounds of free ground beef in every order for the life of your membership.
Holy
That's
cow.
Butcher Box, baby. They treat you right over there.
Damn.
It's like walking into the Copacabana.
Table up front.
Imagine never having to shop for ground beef again. This is mine. Bliss is fantastic.
And you're getting good ground beef, too. You know where it's coming from.
Yeah, process is simple. Once you're signed up, you choose a box, and the delivery frequency, they offer 5 boxes, four curated box options, as well as the popular custom box. You get exactly what you want for your family to love. Easy peasy. Ships your order right to your door, frozen at peak freshness and packed with a 100% recyclable box. Shipping is always free because Butcher Box knows what they're doing. You enjoy great tasting, high-quality meat delivered right to your door. Like I said, they sent it to us. It's fantastic. I got T-bones going, not my T-bone. I got my own T-bones at home. I'm flipping them.
It's nice.
Killing it. This is your chance to never have to shop for ground beef again. That's right. Butcher Box is giving new members free ground beef for life. Sign up at butcherbox.com/garbage. Get 2 free pounds of ground beef free in every order for the life of your membership. Log on to butcherbox.com/garbage to claim this deal. Do it.
Do it, man. Kippy, I want to talk to you about Ladder.
Ladder?
I want to talk to you about insurance. I want to talk to you about innovation. I want to talk to you about turning industries upside down. That's exactly what Ladder's doing with the insurance game.
Ladder's changing the game.
They are.
For sure.
Yeah.
If you ever wanted life insurance before, you had to go, listen to some sales pitch, drive to some guy's house or some insurance office in like a strip mall or something. Not no more. You do it from your home. We got technology now. What are we doing?
Signed 15 policies since then. What are you talking about?
Going meeting with these people. That's stupid. If you want to get life in, this is what you have to do. Now with Ladder, you can get fast, affordable term life insurance with or without. I need to get some. I might be having a stroke. It's 100% digital when you apply for $3 million or less in coverage. No doctors, no needles, no paperwork. It's like the sign and drive, baby. You just
20 to 60, too.
Take care of it. Yeah, so if you're between the ages of 20 and 60, which I know all of you are listening, by the way.
Yeah.
There's no geezers listening. If you need coverage and you want to team up with a company that's redeeming life insurance, choose Ladder.
Do it, man.
Yeah, sorry, 1 second.
You
Go to ladderlife.com/garbage today to see if you're instantly approved. That's ladder, LADDER life.com/garbage. Ladderlife.com/garbage. Do it.
Folks, let me tell you about the good people over there at Laithwaites.
Laithwaites?
Yep, I'm sure you guys are just like us. You like a little wine these days. You want to know what you're talking about. You want to know where it's coming from. You want a little bit of variety. You got to get in touch with Laithwaites.
Yeah, Laithwaites wine subscription is an easy way to bring exciting new wines right to your doorstep. Unbox a world of wine with easy access to different and unexpected winemakers from all over the globe.
Sounds so classy. Wine subscription.
It does.
How nice is that?
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, well, we have a subscription.
They send it to and listen, here's the thing. Laithwaites does all the heavy lifting for you. They taste over 40,000 wines a year, but only 600 make the cut. So you're getting the best of the best, the cream of the crop. They're not just sending you out, some Pinot that they're brewing in a bathtub somewhere.
They do it nice, man.
They do it nice. And this way, the coolest thing is each box, whatever wine they send you, it includes tasting notes, food pairings, serving inspiration, stuff like that. That I'm trying to learn as I get older. I feel like a bozo when I don't know that stuff.
Sure.
And like they sent us each one, and now like I know I'm learning a little bit about it. Instead of just being like this, that I
just think from the moment
it makes me feel like less of a bozo.
100%. And from the moment that box gets there, you're gonna have knowledge about 8 different wines off the jump.
I feel like a rich guy.
You can run your mouth at parties for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah. Subscriptions are flexible. There's no commitment to continue. You can cancel online at any time. Right now, listeners, you can get 6 amazing bottles of wine plus 2 bonus bottles, 2 stemless wine glasses for $49.99 plus tax with free delivery. Of course, they're doing free delivery because Laithwaites knows what they're doing. Just text garbage to 64,000 to get this special offer. Text garbage, GARBAGE, to 64,000. That's garbage to 64,000. Terms apply. Available at laithwaite.com/terms. Do it.
Got to.
Now back to the show.
My dad bought, it's like 60 acres of land. So he built this dome up on this little hill. So it's way deep in the woods. And I grew up there. And then when my parents divorced, my sister lived with my mom. I lived with my dad. And then I have a half brother. He lived with his mom.
Who's
so we were all
half
separated.
brother?
My half. I never really talk about him. My therapist. I mentioned him the other day. My therapist was like, I know you had a brother. I'm like,
really open it up to this.
Right.
All right, hang on a second.
Yeah.
All right, your mom and dad are together. They have you. They have your sister's younger than you.
Yeah, 19 months younger than me.
19 months. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're like Irish twins.
Yes.
Me and my brother are, I think, about 18 months apart.
What is your brother? Am I allowed to ask you guys questions too?
Say it the Army.
What is he? What are your?
Shut up, Private Willman. It's back to your dome.
It's because he's got a notebook now, so I'm nervous. It's
Let me ask you a question. Did we grow up in a yurt?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. My house was square, okay?
These guys are fancy.
I'm one of these yeah, there was right angles in my house.
What does your brother do?
My brother works in finance.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
He does all right. He worked on Wall Street for a long time. Now he does some other stuff.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Not a yurt guy.
Not a yurt guy.
Not a yurt guy.
Wow.
So
I know. I wonder what it's going to be like when my dad tries to sell that someday.
He still owns it?
He still owns it.
We have to do an episode in the yurt.
Well, let me tell you something. This is fucking nuts.
Does he doesn't live in it though?
He does.
He still lives in the house you were born in.
Yeah, geodesic dome.
And then hold on a
Get
second.
that straight. Say that 3 times fast.
It's a big
Would
giant.
you get a lot of trick-or-treaters on Halloween? Or?
Never, not once.
Kids line up for fresh deer meat.
Other parents didn't allow their kids up that driveway.
Yeah.
They're not.
Would you think you were the don't look at the dome? Like that's where the dome people live?
I could see
You know what I mean? Like you guys were like, don't go past the
They'll
creek.
take your teeth.
The dome people will steal your dreams or something.
They'll take your teeth.
Got a premonition.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were keeping it to themselves.
Wow.
I never thought it was that weird, to be honest, because it was it was like kind of like a hippie
Yeah,
town.
and you're in his defense. That's definitely not the only one of those out there. There's probably a couple of them out there.
Thanks, Foley. I apprate that. I have
100%.
She's disagreeing with you.
I've never seen another one now that we're
Not even in your town. There wasn't somebody.
There was this place we used to party at
Some
that
cats
was like
living in one or something.
I thought you dome people stuck together.
there was this one.
It's a family of squirrels living in the
There
one
was like
down
an
the road.
A-frame.
But that's typical for up there. So
right.
that
Yeah, the
that's where the
A-frame.
snow does. That's like an
If
IHOP.
it was, if you lived there, we'd be cracking open the champagne if you were in an A-frame.
Fuck. Yeah, there was a couple A-frames, but I guess I don't know. I just thought it was like another unusual shape.
I mean, those are like monkey bars.
So was there an
in.
upstairs, or was it all there was
Beautiful
levels?
fireplace to it. He had there's a beautiful fireplace in the center, and then he's got an office, and then my brother's room is up there, and then he's got this and that used to be the whole house. Then my mom
I'm
built
breaking
the
your balls,
extension.
but it looks
Please.
beautiful. It's probably when you're
It
in
does
there.
look nice.
Stunningly beautiful.
Yes, I could.
Yeah.
It's like
Pretty.
Yeah. Of course, the views.
That's
the whole
nicer
nine.
than his is. Not
I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here.
sorry, Dad. His is more kind of like that one, but it is nice. And I did this show. I guess it was about a year ago. It was on True TV. It was called 30 Works, and they shot an episode in the Dome, and that was cool. Like the lighting was great, but because it was a reality show about this woman who sold moose poop. We shot
I
at the
saw
Dome.
that.
Did you?
Yes.
You were the one.
I did. Yeah, I knew. I don't know if I saw it through you, like if you had posted it or something.
I
or we had
posted
talked
a couple
about
times.
It.
Yeah,
But that was in the Dome.
They
I
did-
watched that.
Yeah, they did it.
I've seen the Dome.
He's
it's
seen the
not as
Dome.
nice as that one.
Wait, they did it in your actual dome?
They did a couple scenes in it because they wanted to make it seem like me and the woman knew each other. So they were like, "Oh, we're gonna go hang out at Emma's house," and they made it. It was like, "Oh, I just happened to be in Maine visiting my dad," so they came in, and then, my dad and I were like, "Oh, hey." Little did they know, no one just stops by in Maine because it's
No one stops by.
no one stops by that dome.
No.
They're the
Yeah.
first people to ever come over.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, anything.
Shoes off in the dome?
Yeah,
And did you make your own shoes?
we didn't make our own.
Snowshoes off in the dome.
We didn't make our own shoes, but shoes were supposed to come off. Yeah. And where I went to elementary school, I went to this hippie Waldorf school. We had to take our shoes off.
What? At
What?
elementary school?
Yeah. And everyone packed their own lunch. And we had something called Apple Fest and Mayfest where everyone would get together and sing and dance.
How many people were in this school?
Oh, man.
Ballpark, like-
small. I was,
How many years does it take to become a witch in this program?
I did the
Now,
accelerated track.
do you have your bag of spells on you right now? Or?
One went bad, so whatever.
Can you shrink Foley?
Shazam!
Can you put some Eye of Newt in my coffee, please?
I wish.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Back this up.
Hold on, I want to know how many people.
And if I ever got the opportunity to become a witch, wouldn't do it. I don't like that stuff.
Yeah, I don't mess with that.
Uh-uh.
That sounds like someone who's been close to being a witch.
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
like
saying?
that. I don't fuck with the powers anymore.
I would be a sorcerer if I could.
I could see that because that's more positive, but I don't like that. I don't like gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Any kind of.
What about wizard? Would you take wizard?
I'm open to wizards, but I don't like anything that conjures up the any kind of
Spirits or anything.
Exact. I don't like that stuff.
I don't fuck with spirits
Me
either.
neither, because I am like a spiritual person, so I don't want to bring any bad
Oh
vibes.
no, none of that stuff.
Yeah, no. And
Scares you.
Yeah, you fuck around with that stuff. Your teeth start falling out. All that crazy shit.
Next thing you know, you're living in a dome in the side of a hill.
Wait. So when did your parents split up?
when I was in 3rd or 4th grade.
So you and your sister, who were about the same age. Now,
Yeah.
the stepbrother was your dad's kid from before.
My half brother was my dad kids from before. Yeah.
Okay.
He's older.
He's older. Yeah.
They break up. Why does it break down that your sister leaves with your mom and you stay in the dome?
It's so fucked up because now that I'm an adult, I'm like, why would you separate kids? But
Yes.
at the time, it was because my sister didn't want to go between the two parents, and she wanted to be with my mom, and then I felt bad. And I've always been close with my dad, so I was like, well, then I'll just go with dad.
To not make him lose out.
Yeah,
completely.
and my
Yeah.
parents were like, great, which they should have been like, no.
Yeah, let's
you know what I'm
structure
saying?
this a little differently.
Totally,
Yeah.
because
I mean,
it
I could-
definitely.
I could see why your brother stayed with your dad. Your mom really.
So he actually went to his mom. So we.
He's.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
So none of us were in the same. They didn't want to be. They got out of the dome early. They figured out it was weird way before. It took you two to make me be like, wait a minute, that was
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
weird.
Any excuse for them to make a move out of the dome?
Get me out of here. My sister, but they live close by. So my sister lived maybe 15, 20 minutes from
That's
my
not too
dad's
bad.
house.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'd see her a lot.
What did your mom get when she left the dome?
When she left the dome,
House or an apartment?
she
An
got a
oval,
house.
actually.
There's
Kept it in the circle family.
She got
A
a
huge
farmhouse. There's no apartments in a town of 2,000 people. There's no,
Okay.
you know what I mean? So she got a little farmhouse, very cute.
That's nice.
Very nice. And then she moved to Cambridge, Massachusetts, I think 15 years ago.
Okay.
So,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm so sorry. Before we move on from the dome,
Please.
2 more quick dome questions.
Yeah, anything. Please.
Did you ever get dome in the dome?
What's dome? What's that mean?
Did you hook up in the dome?
Oh my God.
In high
I don't
school?
think I did. I did hook up in high school, but I don't think I ever did it. Maybe.
Were you out in high school?
No, I had boyfriends.
Really?
And I had a lot. And you know what I said? I was like, I had this group of close friends, and I was like, I was like, you know what, guys? Like, we have to wait until we're 18 to have sex. And I made all my friends.
That's pretty good.
I was
Get
like,
out in front of it.
Yeah, I was like, we have to wait, and like all my friends were
We have
straight.
to do like the dome people before us and wait
Right.
and wait till 35.
Yeah,
No one disrespects the dome.
Yeah,
Toby.
like where are you getting this idea? I'm like the dome. And I was like, we got to wait till we're married to have sex. It's a big deal. And I like pushed it really hard. And now in retrospect, I'm like, my poor fucking friends, because they were straight, because they were all like, well, I kind of want to have sex, and I was like, why?
Yeah.
It's fucking gross.
Yeah,
I mean, wait till we're
disgusting.
married. So they were like, and I remember my mom was always like, well, you might get caught up in the heat of the moment. And I was like, there's no heat, there's no
There's
moment.
no
Don't
heat.
worry
Trust
about
me,
it.
it's fucking ice cold over here.
But I used to get blowjobs.
Used to give
Yeah.
blowjobs?
You gave dome in the dome?
Not
I don't
in the
remember
dome.
if I did though, because I used to smoke a shit ton of pot.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Huh.
I didn't know that was. I don't know that was like a slang for it. Dome. I didn't know that about that.
Yeah. It's dome. Head.
Head. I didn't know about
dome,
that.
head.
Yeah.
My dome
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know
T-Bone
about
muscled
that.
it in pretty hard.
Yeah, that I don't know about that. Maybe, probably I did. I was always giving blowjobs because I was like, I don't want to have sex, I don't have sex, but I was always high too.
I did the same thing.
You get me? You feel me? You feel
That's how I got through college, baby. Woo!
So they got this nice studio over here. The lobby here is nice.
Not a
Yeah,
bad,
it's
not a
Yeah.
bad
not too
setup.
shabby.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right. So
Got COVID. Price.
you stay with your dad until when?
I stayed with my dad until when I was in 9th grade. I went away to this high school for dyslexic kids for a little bit, and then I got kicked out. And then I went back.
She
and-
can read. Get her.
Yeah, get her out of here. What was that? Use a decimal. I got kicked out, and then I went to the public high school in my town. And then I was there for 4 years. Then I left to go to college in Boston.
Where was the dyslexic school?
It was in Beverly, Massachusetts. It's called Landmark.
Did you sleep there?
Yes.
Okay. What did you get kicked out for?
I got kicked out. I really wanted to go home. I missed my friends. And so
Sure.
I was like, I want to be with my friends. So I kept trying to get kicked out, so they wouldn't let me get kicked
Check to
out.
make sure they're not fucking when she's not there.
Right, yeah. They were like, we know you want to leave, Emma, so they wouldn't kick me out. So I was like, fine. And I pretended to, I wanted to throw myself down some stairs, but I wouldn't do it. So I was like walking down the stairs really hard. And I remember the dorm monitor was like, I know what you're doing. And I was like, I don't want to be here. Like I'm a hazard to myself, and just like stomping my feet. And so they were like, fucking.
Yeah.
So then I kind of like flopped myself, and they're like, okay, Emma, like you can go.
Yeah, just
you
go.
can do it. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
even have not one bruise. There was nothing.
Jesus Christ.
First guest ever.
You're bonkos.
Just
I
fucking
know.
pull a slip and fall.
Slip and fall.
to,
Didn't
to
even.
get out of dyslexia school.
It was more like a quick sit. I was kind of like, because I was too scared to. I've never broken anything, and I didn't want to leave that bad, but I just wanted to go back because I would say high school was actually fun. Like I liked my group of friends in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I
peaked.
got you. So you went back. You moved back into the
Moved
dome.
back into the dome.
Your mom and were your mom and dad somewhat friendly? Did
No,
they? Oh,
not at
really? It was
all.
bad news.
They do not like each other, but now
They're
they
a
can.
little better.
Cordial.
Good.
Are your guys' parents are together?
My parents are not together.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
And I had a similar when they were they sat us down and told us, and then my dad was like, "Hey, I'm leaving. And he said, Does anybody want to go with us now?" And everybody was like, "Get what? No way, dude."
Yeah, let me
Because
see
my
your
mom
house.
was staying in our house. And
Right.
My dad's like, "I'm gonna leave.
Sure.
Does anybody want to come with me now?"
It's so
And I was
fucking
like,
disruptive.
Kick rocks, dude. I'm
Right.
like, all the fucking snacks are here. I got Sega. I ain't leaving.
That was part of what made me. I was such a little hustler. I remember
Yeah.
being like, "Who's got the best snacks?" And my dad got me toaster strudel every day. But then I was in a really overweight kid. Not blaming the strudel, but I was
Sure.
I was big.
Yeah.
Strudels are all right. I'll
I
tell you
love
that.
strudels.
Wow, that's pretty classy though. You were a strudel family over top of a Pop-Tart family.
I like Pop-Tarts better, but we were a strudel family.
Strudel's class. I mean, I love Pop-Tart.
He's saving all that money on the dome. What do you
I
mean?
know. That's crazy.
I
You
didn't know
lived in a
strudels.
dome.
I didn't know strudels were more classy than Pop-Tarts.
100%.
Yeah,
Really?
it's fancier. Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
n-
I don't prefer
listen.
them, but it's
Here's the deal.
classier.
Huh.
The Pop-Tart is better and has stood the test of time.
Okay, thank you. I so agree with that.
Yes.
And Carly and Aquilino and I had a big debate about this because she likes strudels more.
Strudels.
Just when they hit, they were more expensive, and they
Yes.
had the allure of
Fancy.
It was a better product than
Yeah.
just a Pop-Tart. It actually
It's more European, I feel. It's got
Yeah.
the flakier. It's a croissant-y.
But you know what killed them is you putting the on icing on. You can't get time for that. I gotta get to
No,
work.
it's got total. You think I got because the icing's frozen and needs to get
Yes.
heated up. You get it, and then
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
splots right out.
Yeah.
I just love picturing like you as a kid seeing strudel and being like fancy. And
I would
taking
like,
it in,
yeah, that and Dunkaroos are in the same thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like that. They are in the same class of That's a different kind of family. That's
Yeah.
family that throws around a couple of bucks at the
Yeah,
supermarket.
that's a good snack.
Yeah, yes, yeah,
you don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
share your fucking Dunkaroos.
No.
No.
They're
My
so
mom would
good.
never
So
buy them.
good. Me
So
neither.
good.
My friend Margot's mom would buy them, and
Friend Pat's mom bought them. You would go. They still have them. You go like we'll go over. I'll go over for like a barbecue. They still have Dunkaroos.
Really?
In the fucking house.
They're
Crazy.
coming
Wow.
back pretty strong.
Good. Thank
What
God.
about the Teddy Graham?
I like those.
I used to make cereal out of Teddy Graham.
Really?
Blow your fucking mind. Listen, listeners out there, Teddy Graham cereal. My mom was
Damn.
away at work. I was about 7. I said, yo, I'm going to put 2 and 2 together.
God damn, son.
I was gonna say, so you weren't like monitored.
No, my single, like my single parent in the house. I mean, I split time, but
Sure.
my mom left.
He's
or my-
making
no, my mom
Doritos
left.
cereal.
Yeah,
What do you
that's
think?
My
fucking.
mom
weird.
would go to work.
My tooth just made me spit. I just got tested. I'm so
It's fine, it's
sorry.
fine. My mom
so
would go to
sorry.
work, and I'd be left to my own devices. My brother or sister would be watching me, and it would just be fucking game on. She caught me one
Pandemonium.
time doing that, and was like, "What?" In the first, she's like, first of all, they're about $7 a box. you just ate 2 bowl, fucking bowl of cereal just cost you $10.
Too much worth of snack.
You got cocky and did it in front of her.
Oh yeah, because I was like, she was away. I was like, oh, I do this, and it just became normalized in my head, and she fucking put a stop to that.
I remember my parents came concerned about my my eating habits as a kid when they saw me putting butter on a graham cracker.
Ooh.
But let me
I
tell
get
you-
Cinnamon or
it. But I
plain?
get it.
Like,
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Did you heat up the butter?
It's room temperature.
Yeah.
So
I've done that. I fucking
Oh,
love butter.
Growing up, was the
God.
butter on the counter or was the butter on in the fridge? Or did you guys have some sort of dry ice situation going on?
the butter's on ice.
you had a fridge, right?
Yeah, we had a fridge. You know what? At my mom's, it was in the fridge, and at my dad's, it was on the counter.
Yeah, I peg him as a counter guy.
Interesting. I never really thought about that, and I prefer the counter. I can't stand the fuck. What is it in the fridge for? If you cook with it?
Well, there's 2 different. So salted butter and unsalted butter. One's for cooking. A
God.
chef told us this. The unsalted butter has to go in the fridge, and that's for cooking. The salted butter can stay out at room temperature.
I had no idea about that.
So
That's
it's
a
for
fun
spreading,
fact.
yeah.
Okay. I fucking love butter, but I wouldn't. There's no reason for unsalted butter for me. I don't cook,
Yeah, I
And
never
it
knew.
fucking stinks too.
and it stinks. You ever have it?
Stinks.
You think you're expecting butter, and then you get unsalted butter. Get the fuck out
Oh.
of
I
here.
don't think I can notice the difference.
It doesn't taste like, but there's no salt to it.
Yeah.
It's like fucking just putting Crisco on your sandwich,
Sorry.
which I've done.
Foley and I are very upset.
Yeah,
Triggered.
All right, that makes sense with your pop with
Yeah.
the butter on the counter. All right. And then you went to college.
Went to college. I went to Simmons in Boston. I had a great time at college.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that was like my favorite time of my life. I loved college.
Really?
Yeah, I had a really
Yeah,
good
she
time.
wasn't in the fucking dome. What do you mean?
I can't believe you didn't think Dome was crazy until
Didn't
about,
think it.
until about 33 minutes ago.
No, I mean, it was just the house my dad built, and he was always really proud of it. He'd be like, yeah, I gotta check out the dome. It's got these beautiful windows up top. Not like, kind of like
Yeah,
in
but
that picture.
yeah, I get it.
And
yeah.
he's a math guy, so he's like, oh, fucking math
the,
words.
the angles and the shapes
exactly.
and the fucking I
Right.
get it.
I get
it's
it
just
too.
wild for you to be like, that was my house.
That was my house.
And I also get it too, and give you credit because in that small town, out in the woods is one thing. I mean, if that was
if it was in the you're totally. If it was within
if you had one of those in
eyesight-
like Westchester or something,
Right.
you'd be like, what the fuck?
people
Right.
would be driving by your house to look at the.
You're right.
Yeah.
At the
Kids would get all fucked up and be like, let's drive by the Dome.
Uh-huh,
See if they're
100%.
outside.
Did you
that
guys?
place would have got egged on.
I
Fucking
was just gonna
mischief
say,
night.
I egged my mom's house once because I thought it was like a funny prank that people like played on each other, and I just remembered that, and she was so pissed. She was like, "You idiot!" She's like, "You're supposed to do that." I told her I did
Egged
it.
your own house. Hey, Ma, shot out your
Yeah,
windows.
yeah,
Slash your tires.
Was your dad a hunter or anything like that?
No, vegetarian.
Really?
Yeah.
Hippy dippy, right?
Hippy dippy.
Yeah.
Did
Right.
you guys have solar power?
No, but he has it now.
Yeah, of course he does.
And he
yeah.
actually eats chicken and fish. So I've been so conditioned to be like, my dad's a vegetarian who eats chicken and fish. But then I've had enough people be like, so he's not a
He's not
vegetarian.
a vegetarian.
I'm like, he is, but he eats chicken and fish. If you ask him, he's a vegetarian, but he does eat chicken and fish.
Hey, listen, I get it. Draw your lines.
Yeah, dry.
Sure.
Did you guys have a well?
Yeah,
They had there
amazing
wasn't
well.
a water main running to the fucking Dome.
Yeah, there's no.
What are your thoughts on well water?
Love it, so good.
We found out. We
Really?
thought it
Yeah.
was trashy.
No, really.
It's better because
It's-
it's purified by like limestone and then it's
Really?
it's
Did the
better.
well ever
Yeah,
go
yeah,
bad though?
Huh? Not at my dad's. Here's the thing. It probably depends where the well is. for
Sure.
Whether it's good or not. You know what I mean?
I think if you have a well, it has to hit this certain standard of like it's so far, it's at a certain depth, and it's a certain purity, and I think it's naturally cleansed by the the minerals in the limestone. I think that's what it was.
Something like that.
Sounds
yeah.
good. Checks out to me.
I remember we had
I'm sold.
I had a buddy whose well went bad, and
Ooh.
I remember we were over there, and there was like flushing the toilet. He's like, "You're using like a Poland Spring." I'm like, "Dude, I'm fucking leaving.
I'm out."
Call me when this shit gets fixed."
Yeah.
Let me know when you get that dead bird out of here.
Yeah. Until then, we can hang at my house.
Yeah. We don't need to do this.
All right, let's get into some Are You Garbage questions
Okay.
here.
Also, I like that. The last time I saw you didn't have this. And
Yeah.
I think I saw you pretty recently. Wasn't it like 3 weeks ago or something?
He's like a
I
fucking
shaved
caterpillar, dude. He changes all the time.
Huh.
I think I'm going to dye my hair blonde.
Really?
I'm going to go actually get it done blonde so it doesn't come out all red and rusty. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go like real blonde.
I don't. Were you gonna get your? What do you think about that? I don't.
Don't like it?
I mean, you have very lush brown hair now,
True.
and it goes with your beard.
True.
And when it starts to grow out, your roots start showing, and you gotta really. It's a lot of upkeep. It's
Yeah.
expensive too. Because you gotta bleach it. You want something that's gonna double bleach and then do a whole bunch of
Take
shit.
it from her. She knows.
Yeah.
Go to her person.
My person's great. T. Marie hair and Lori's side. She's
Ballpark
really good.
me. What would it cost to get my head?
She's expensive. I usually spend a couple $100 on it. Yeah, I'm putting it in my hair, not the fucking tooth. I swear to God. Do you know how many teeth I could have for this to air? But
All right.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, you know what? Why don't you could try? You could always change it back. I mean, what do you guys think? Should he do it? Should he do the blonde?
Are you gonna do the beard and the eyebrows?
No, what am I, a fucking psycho? Bleach my eyebrows?
Not the eyebrows, but maybe the beard. I mean, I'm gonna be totally honest. I would just be scared that it would look like you were having a crisis.
Which I think he may be having. I mean, I bit my tongue long enough. You look like a fugitive running from a buffet or something.
If anybody from the Golden Corral asks, you haven't seen me.
Yeah, what the fuck?
changing-
No, don't do that.
He's changing his identity so he can go back in. Like, we know it's you, Foley. We know it's you. You change your hair.
Spend $400
All right,
to
yeah.
get a
He's
$10
like,
buffet.
He's hiding from the Cracker Barrel posse.
right. Checking back in. There's a giant picture of you on the wall. Like, not this guy. How about me?
All right.
All right, let's get into it here.
But I support you if you think it would be a fun thing to try. Why not?
Thank you.
But I, in good faith, can't say I think you necessarily should.
I'll take it with the heat of advice.
All right.
Especially with all the information that I have in front of me from the last couple of minutes, the way my decision.
Don't listen to the dome.
So your dad does, yeah.
I'm gonna start showing up to clubs and that these guys are at, and people are gonna be looking down. I'm like, did they say something about the dome? Like, they did. Yeah, they mentioned it.
Wait, Emma's on? I gotta leave before she gets here.
Yeah.
So
I don't
you
wanna
said
live in
your
a dome.
dad still owns the dome, but doesn't live there anymore.
He still lives there. My
Oh, he
mom
does?
doesn't. Yeah, he still lives there.
Because I want to ask you what street that was on, but I don't want you to give
Yeah,
the
don't
street.
give away the street.
There's no street.
There's no street. It's probably a pebble.
It's no
yeah.
street.
It's
Hold on. Did you guys have a mailbox, or you have to go to a P.O. box down in town?
P.O. box down in town. I'm from. I always try to tell people this. I'm like, it is.
Whoa.
Like when my friends from high school when we get together, and it's like someone that I want to say like made it out of Maine, got out of Maine. All we talk about is we're just like, isn't it so crazy how small it is?
Yeah.
One stoplight with not 3 colors, one blinking red light.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's very
So
Maine. Maine
small.
is just made up of those towns.
I've
Mhm.
never met anybody that had a P.O. box.
Really?
Growing up. No, it's the first.
It was so crazy to me when it was just so crazy to me when my mom moved to Cambridge, and then I was like, oh man, it just is so different. And when I
Sure.
bring people to my mom's, I'm like, this is not how I grew up at all.
So
It's
she
different.
did that when you were in still high school.
She did it right out of high school because my mom and I weren't close. Then she got cancer, and we weren't. I think I resented her because I was like, I think I resented both my parents because like they shouldn't have separated us.
Mm-hmm.
But now my mom and I are really close.
Good.
People are people. It is what it is.
Yeah,
I always
of
try to
course.
think like, would I have done the same thing in their situation? Who's to say? I
Yeah.
have I probably would have been.
You probably would want to get out of the
Worse.
dome too.
Maybe I kind of like the dome. I kind of liked it. I would live with my parents still if they would have me.
That's awesome.
Really?
So would I.
Yeah,
I would 100%.
my mom were. I did in Boston. I moved back in with her like over the years a couple times, maybe like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
It's nice.
Yeah.
And she said, "That's enough of that. You gotta go."
Get back to the dome. All right, let's get into some questions here. What was the name of the grocery store that you guys went to when you were growing up?
There were 2 grocery stores in town. So there's IGA and the Co-op, and I would go to both of them. The Co-op was a little bit more fancy, a little more Whole Foodsy.
What is a supermarket co-op? Because that's kind of a thing now.
Supermarket Co-op. This was like a real Co-op.
You own stock
co-op.
in it?
I think it's like everybody has to, at the one in my town, it was like everybody had to work a shift. So you work a shift for like 4 or 5 hours a month, and then you get the discounts, but you could shop there and not work there, but you didn't get the discounts. how they did
Fuck
it.
that.
A food
Yeah.
co-op is a grocery store owned by folks in the community and by
Folks.
you if you choose.
Folks.
That's what it says. Yeah. Unlike corporate chains, food co-ops are independent owned and community members who by the community members who shop there. Yeah.
And I think, is it not for profit? It should be.
I don't know. Or food. Yeah. I don't know. But
Maybe,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it's hippy dippy.
It's hippy dippy.
Hippy
My
for
mom's
sure.
not working at the fucking Acme. To
No.
say, you know,
Right,
Pulling
right.
a couple of shifts.
No, no.
A couple shifts to Walgreens.
I
Get
think
that
she would
discount.
have to with the money she's spending on fucking Teddy Grams.
Listen, if you're out there and they're still making Teddy Grams, I don't know what they do. Try a bowl of cereal. I'm telling you.
It sounds delicious.
Blow your fucking hair back. It's
And
like
also-
milking cookies in a bowl.
Totally. And I
Yeah.
bet it's got the same amount of sugar as so many other fucking cereals.
Yeah,
you know what I
probably
mean?
does. Yeah.
Kippy, they make an official Teddy Graham cereal.
Really?
Do now?
Ah.
Look, I'm a fucking trendsetter, guys.
Kid's pretty good.
I was ahead of my time.
You were.
They only give you the head of the bear, though. You got the whole thing.
I hate that.
The
Yeah,
head of the
That's
bear.
fucking weird as all hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kick rocks with that.
That's
a
so
hike.
weird. I wouldn't even do it.
Bastards.
Around other people, I wouldn't eat just the bear heads. It's weird. You know what I mean? That's very strange.
Yeah, it's a little creepy for sure.
Could you imagine if someone was just like breaking off the heads and eating them?
There's just a guy in the factory eating the bodies.
yeah.
What do we do with all the teddy bear bodies? I don't know. Ralph will take them home.
What was your high school mascot?
Oh my god, I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm sorry. If you Google GSA in Maine, it'll pop up.
GSA in Maine.
I can kind of picture it. It was one of
GSA. What is that?
George Stevens Academy. GSA.
Private school?
It was public school. That was the public school
Okay.
one. The special. I almost said special at the dyslexic school. We didn't have a mascot.
Yeah, It'd be the crosswords or something.
Yeah, it'd be like some's walking the wrong way in the field at the games. Like we don't want to draw attention to ourselves.
Give it up for the word jumbles,
Yeah,
everybody.
I joked about I did some jokes about being at a dyslexic school, and this guy wrote the meanest review. He was like, he basically said, he's like, you've heard it all before. Like everyone's got jokes about going to dyslexic school, and I was like, what? Like
Yeah.
who else?
Who
Like,
else?
Yeah.
There's not that many comedians who went to
So-
dyslexic.
Right, and I was
dyslexic
like,
school.
not that I even
Yells
think,
out, "You hack!"
Yeah, I was like, I mean, I don't think of myself as super original. I mean, you're gonna have might have a good time, but it's not the most profound. It's not profound in any way. But I would say that particular
that
thing.
is
Yeah.
like
It's
not
like-
been tread on.
Yeah, I
of
was like, I
course.
mean-
yeah.
Yeah. GSA. It was some kind of, I want to say like a rooster. I remember.
I think T-Bone's got it.
Yes.
What is it?
It says the mascot for your weird school in Maine was loneliness. No, it's
Stephen King.
It's the Eagles, baby.
Oh,
Hey!
nice. Okay.
Go
all right.
Birds.
All right.
Go Birds.
Yeah. Oh, GSA Eagles. Yeah. Thank you.
GSA Roosters.
It was, I smoked
A lot of school spirit.
Yeah, I
Em.
was gonna say
some kind of pigeon or something. It was a weird hen.
some kind of pigeon.
It was a.
A rat with wings. I don't know what it was called.
I've been in New York too long. Yeah, what are those rat with wings called? And they're like an eagle.
Did you guys have a football team?
No, too small.
Too small.
Too small.
How many people were in your graduating class?
It was, I think. All right, I think it was like it was definitely under 100. It was probably like 85.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
How big were your guys' schools?
505. My
in the
class
graduation?
Was, yeah.
About 400.
And that's actually considered not big.
No, it's not
yeah,
big
yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
no.
By a lot
we
of
split when I
standards.
was in high school. It split to two schools, so it would have been. It was like they were typically like 1,000, 1,100, 1,200.
How did they decide who went to what school?
Just like area wise, yeah. Like it's like a bunch of small towns, and it was like these three go here, these three go there.
That was mine too, actually. It was like, so to get that size even, it was like aggregating from a bunch of towns.
Yeah, like pulling
Damn.
in, yeah.
I know. And there was one cop, and he would be in town on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We didn't even have a full-time cop.
Really?
Yeah.
What if something happened?
You'd have to call in like the sheriff or the deputy or something.
Yeah, like the county then steps
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
Like you called a trooper.
Right.
What if I wasn't a trooper?
Waiting
That's
on
why
the
I
sheriff
get.
to show up.
I'm not like a gun guy, but if I lived out there,
Sure.
it's like
Oh, get the
you
fuck
gotta,
out of here.
because like it's
Absolutely.
gonna take fucking 40 minutes for the
I'd have
trooper to
gun
get there.
turrets on the dome.
Get to the top. Get to the 50 cals on top of the dome.
It's also totally different. Like I remember back in high school
Mm-hmm.
during hunting season, I remember over the loudspeaker, the principal being like, we have to, Tyler Cousins, like you forgot to lock up your gun. Like you need to make sure your gun's locked up. He was like, oh, okay. And then he ran, I'm hoping I'm not being tone deaf to this, like
No, it's
everything
just
that's
to show
happened.
that,
But
yeah,
that was
it's
just how different it was. And then it was like,
Wait,
okay.
in your high school?
You couldn't bring the gun into school, but you could have, you had to have like a gun. There's some like thing in the back of the truck or whatever it is. And his gun was out, but
Like,
like it has
yeah.
to be locked up
Locked
and all
in your
that
car
stuff.
or whatever.
Cause you want to leave. Oop.
What
Did
the
I?
fuck?
I think, did I
No, you're
lose
good.
the sound?
No,
He,
did your sound go maybe?
That is fucking...
as long as you guys can hear. Oh, there we go. Thank you so much, Kevin. you want to leave right away so you can get hunting
So you
during
can go
daylight.
hunting. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was like you can. Hey, listen, you can bring your stuff
Right.
to school. Just make sure it's secure.
Right.
So you can go hunting
Locked up,
afterwards. Yeah.
registered, and that's probably changed. But so that to me, it's like
I'm sure that's changed, but yeah, even that's not because that's fucking crazy.
it's just a totally different. It's like
Sure.
not. It's
It's
such
a different place, right?
Right.
It's like geographically and culturally, it's way different,
right.
and also it was a different time. I mean, that was
Yes.
whatever 15 years ago,
Right.
or whatever.
And I remember I had this friend from the city, and she was she wasn't in Maine. I forget where she was, but she was like so disgusted, and she was like, I saw a dead body in the back of a truck, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I put it together.
It was a deer or something.
It was
yeah.
a skinned deer. Like
Yeah.
she was like, it was just some giant.
You guys are driving around with corpses in your back.
She was like, what in the fuck?
Like that was 8-point buck. That's a good eating.
She had to know what, like, I don't know what she thought it was, but
Was,
she was
yeah.
like, what the fuck? There was just some kind of, and I was like, yeah, you gotta hang it and like bleed it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Oof.
Any stained glass windows in your
Dome.
dome or your mom's house?
Oh my God, stained glass windows.
I would have to say no.
I'm gonna
But
say
who
no.
knows?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Because if you grew up and you have a stained glass window in your house, 1, you're a creep. 2, you're garbage. Get the fuck out of here with that. Because I knew a couple people that had them on their stairs growing up. One window was
Yeah.
stained. That's like fucking haunted house.
Oh, like the
city.
little guy kind of.
Oh,
yeah.
get the fuck out of here with that.
Is it a religious thing? Maybe.
No, I just
Nah,
think it's.
It was big in I think like the 80s or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember
No.
seeing it in movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Stained glass windows creep me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Garbage.
Did you take your SATs?
I took the SATs a few times.
What'd you get?
Didn't
High
do,
score.
Didn't do so well the first couple times. So I did it. I think I did it 2-3 times,
Mhm.
and I remember I got my verbal way up, bombed the math,
Yeah.
bombed, and I was in like the special room taking
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
Where it was like all my friends went in one room and they're like, why aren't you coming to this room? And I had my lie. I practiced it because I was so nervous about being like, wow, I was going to this room.
yeah.
And I was like, my parents arranged it. And they're like, Emma, it's in here. And I was like, no, I got to go check something. And I went in the special room.
Yeah.
And I just tried to
like
not.
you had time. Yeah. Like
You have
Extra
3
time.
weeks to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm still taking it right now. But also,
I
was
don't know.
like,
I get my results back next
Any
week.
day, guys. I remember the extra time sucked because I was like, I don't test well. It was just
Yeah.
like time to cry is what it felt like. I was just sitting there trying to cheat. So I don't think I did that well, but I did well enough to get into college. And
There you go. Would you think you
True.
broke 1,000?
definitely.
Okay.
No offense if someone didn't break 1,000.
890 over here.
Really?
70.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
That's
sorry.
The test is so fucked up because
Sure.
I remember my parents hired me these tutors that teach you how to take the SAT, and that is what's made my score go up.
Yeah. I did the same thing.
It's all
Yeah,
fucked
yeah,
up because
yeah,
they were able to pay for it, so they paid. I didn't learn anything. I don't
just
know
like
anything.
hacks on how to take it.
How to
bit.
take the
yeah,
test.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So that's not fair at all. Because then it's like I was getting tutored like every day after school, get this little idiot some
Yeah.
info, and I did that, and then
I remember my buddy took his like whole thing was he was like a smart kid. He was like, you know what I'm doing? Just take a bunch of fucking Adderall and like really
no.
fucking
study.
really fucking
Yeah,
not
go
even
for it.
study. Like I'm gonna mulch through this fucking thing. And
People
he took
always think
too much to the point where he's
Yeah.
like, dude, I only made it to like 2 questions. I kept thinking like if the train does leave and like he just got too wrapped up in the fucking like
Wait, but who's on the train?
yeah, they were like, all right, 30 minutes left. He's like, what the fuck? He had to like fly through the next like 300.
I am the train. Like this fucking. People think if you take more Adderall, I do it with coffee too. Like the more you take, it'll make you move faster and be smarter.
No,
but no.
the law of diminishing returns.
Just
It
fucks
only
you
gets
up.
to a point, and then it goes, okay, now it's
Right.
working against you.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Backtracking.
Anybody in your family, including you, take pills dry? Like, can you
Yes.
you can do that?
Yeah, I can take a lot of pills dry.
Wow.
Wow, what does that mean? I never even thought
I don't know,
about
but
that.
I do it too. I take my pills in the morning dry.
Yeah.
And then like have maybe a glass of water later. I don't think it's good. I think you're
No.
supposed to have water with pills.
Yeah, every pill.
Yeah.
So,
Says,
because
like-
sometimes they you're like,
No, I
Yeah,
can
that's
I can
rough.
just knock them right back.
me too.
Like I could do a handful.
Me
of
too.
pills.
We should have a contest.
There you go.
Can't imagine anything going wrong there.
No, not at all.
Toby, get my phone.
Because
I gotta make a phone call.
it's the fish oil is the only one. I'll lubricate that sometimes.
Yeah, that when
That
you
got a little
burp
bit
that
of
up,
bite. Yeah, it's got a bite to
that
it.
thing sucks.
Sucks.
Ugh.
You take vitamins?
I do, but usually in powder form.
Yeah, I always fucking forget. So I got a vitamin drip the other day. That felt pretty good.
Ooh.
What do you mean? You got hooked up?
Yeah, they put you on an IV.
Wow.
This was like maybe like 5 months.
Feel really good?
Feels because what it is, it might be total placebo, but it hydrates you.
Yeah, no, it's like super hydration. Yeah.
So then
yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
feel good about
Everything's
that.
Everything's cooking. Yeah, yeah.
I like that. I might want to do that.
You should do it.
Yeah. They have them in the city, right?
They got him in the city. Karen Fian, who's a comedian and a friend of the friend.
She's been on the show, friend of the show.
course.
She's
Love
awesome. She has there's someplace she goes that I really like, and I went with her a couple times. I think you get like a discount because she's a member there.
Nice.
Gotcha.
They've got cryotherapy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to do that.
You should.
I've been thinking about that.
You should do it, videotape it, and put it on your Patreon.
What does it do?
Love it.
It's supposed to be anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, like shrinks or kills the cells or whatever, like regeneration or whatever.
Some kind of regeneration.
Yeah.
But I've done it a couple times, and I remember I didn't go to the chiropractor for like 6 months because I did it every day for 5 days. I got a pack on Groupon.
Wow.
Maybe not the type of thing you should get on Groupon.
But didn't that happen? Didn't Antonio?
Also, shopping on Groupon, trash. Yeah.
But didn't Antonio Brown, the wide receiver, do that and he got burned?
I think if you do it, I'm sure there's a wrong way to do it.
You got to get monitored, and someone's there with you the whole time. So
you
you
mean
do
the guy
it.
that used to fart in doctors' faces?
Yeah.
That guy?
Super Bowl champ.
Yeah.
You should try it. Those good for your joints.
Yeah. It's supposed to be really
That's what
good
I hear.
for you.
I like all that stuff.
Me too.
What about, do you think it is garbage, or have you ever taken a lemon at the table to clean your hands at a restaurant?
No,
Never?
but I totally understand. You mean taking it like
Like
out of the water
Maybe.
Or if they give it to you on a dish or whatever.
Yeah.
and just
It comes
rubbed it
to
on my
mozzarella
hands?
sticks.
And squeeze it and wash your hands with it at the table.
No, but here's the reason. I'm not sanitary. So, like, you know when COVID first came out and everyone's like, who are these fucking idiots that have to learn how to wash their
your
hands?
That was you.
That was you with the happy birthday. And
I was like, oh, the back, too. Yeah.
I don't think the back of my hands when they never get it.
They've never been. Like, I was that, counting. Like, all right, I'm 1, 2.
Yeah.
So I didn't do it with a lemon, but is that usually classy or trashy?
No.
No, the
it's
classy thing
complete
would be
garbage.
to remove yourself from the table and go wash your hands like a fucking human adult.
I did the lemon thing last night. It made me think of it.
Well, here's the thing.
I also caught you doing the lemon thing before. Too.
You have, but that was when I had.
Poop on your hand.
Yeah, I thought I might have poop on my hand.
Listen, he came back from the bathroom, didn't wash his hands, and he thought he might have
No,
poop
I
on
did
his
wash my hands.
We're
but
going to keep this
No,
charade
I
up.
I
It
did
was
wash
8
my
years
hands, but
ago.
sometimes the poop smell still goes through the soap.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Then you're like, what's going on?
So wash
Yeah.
your hands again.
Yeah.
You don't come back to the table.
But it
and
creeps
start-
you out because you're like, it's somewhere I don't know.
Yeah, and the lemon really does knock out the smell, and it's an antiseptic.
Because I would actually think the only reason I would do it if I knew about that. I didn't know about that. So I would do that.
It feels a little European when I do it.
I agree. It's a little fancy.
Wait till you get to Europe and then tell me.
Yeah.
And when you get to Paris, tell me if they're fucking taking shits and then cleaning their hands with lemons. You tell me that.
I don't mean that. I mean
Whatever.
just-
You're trash. Move it on. Keep it fucking moving.
Okay.
Sit here and listen to these lies any longer.
I flossed my teeth while I was walking down the street the other day.
With the
I
That's
know.
bad. How
I
often
know.
do you floss?
I used to never floss.
Yeah.
I used to never. And I'd always lie to the dentist. He'd be like, when the last time you flossed? I'd be like, oh, all the time. I don't know why I'm bleeding. Like, I'd always lie.
Yeah, they know.
They
Yeah.
know.
But you got hit with a hockey puck.
Yeah. Gushing blood. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is the first time this happened. But I just started flossing, and then because I'm thinking about my fucking teeth all the time.
Yeah, of course. Now it's a thing.
Now
That's
it's a
the one thing I do.
Floss?
I floss every day.
Good for you, Foley.
Yeah.
Can we see those gums? Can't see them.
All
They are so
Good enough.
pink.
You just had
See?
that finger in your belly button about an hour.
No, it was this one.
Whatever.
Which is a poop.
Sorry, I
one.
put lemon on it.
Yeah. Those are some pink gums.
Thank you.
Those are classy gums.
Yeah. Keep it fresh.
Yep.
The rest of my body's falling apart, but
I think you're doing all right.
thank you, buddy.
Dye the hair. That'll turn things around.
You could start getting steps in.
What steps in?
You get 10,000 steps a day. I track my steps. That might be something you like. You probably get about that anyway, but it's like a good way to just start. No?
Nah, I get about 10 in. I get about 10 steps.
I'm sorry.
That's so cute that you thought that. You probably get that. In. You haven't done 10K this year.
You ain't been out the dome that long.
I mean, these dome people, they don't know what's going on.
Because just walking onto the subway. I mean, just walking between. Okay.
He doesn't walk. He hasn't taken the subway in 2 years.
Cars parked across the street.
Yeah.
So maybe you probably get whatever amount you get when you start tracking it. Then you're like, I gotta hit 10,000 a day.
Hit 10,000.
Yeah, helps.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. You have to have an
think
Apple Watch for that, though, right?
No, you can do it on
Do
your
it
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's only probably, like 17 steps from the car door to the McDonald's door? Is that what it is?
You just gotta do that a bunch of
16
times.
and a half.
Doesn't matter.
when,
You can do it.
when you're skipping.
It's 10 on the way in, 5 on the way out.
Do from the couch to the fridge, and then you know what I mean.
That's it.
Yeah, just do laps. All right. Let's see here. When was the last time you slept on a blow-up mattress?
Last time I slept on a blow-up mattress, I'm gonna say probably about a year. Oh man, it hasn't been recent, but that's because I was doing so much less traveling because of COVID. It's been a minute.
Okay, that's good. That's a
Wait.
good answer.
It's been a minute, but then when I moved back to New York in January, I got a blow-up mattress for a night. But that was dumb of me because I spent like $120 on a blow-up mattress.
Fucking hotel.
Should have gotten the hotel. Yeah, and I got a hotel the next night.
Oh my God.
I know.
Have you ever had the New York scourge that is referred to as bed bugs?
No.
Never had bed bugs?
Never had bed bugs.
Okay. I like it.
Has anyone in your family ever been involved in a class action lawsuit?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Is it school bag or book bag?
Book bag.
Mini golf or putt-putt?
Mini golf.
Okay.
Putt-putt. That seems a little
Dinner or
molestery.
supper?
Dinner.
Do you watch TV or look at TV?
Watch TV.
I mean,
All right, book bag's the only one you fucked up on.
Really?
Yeah, it's not.
What'd you call it?
School bag.
it's a
Really?
School bag.
School bag.
Yeah, school bag.
Really?
Yeah, school bag.
Huh.
Yeah.
I gotta get.
I don't know if book bag's trash, but
I gotta take like an etiquette class. I mean, my mom knew that stuff. I think.
what's your mom do for a living?
She was so after she did her blueberry shop,
Yeah.
she did a Swedish weaving store.
Swedish weaving.
Swedish, and we're not even Swedish. It's so strange.
What's
People
a Swedish
are
weaving?
bonkers.
It's like the pattern of the weaving, and then when she moved to Cambridge, she started importing and exporting the weaving from where she was doing it to Guatemala, and then selling it at fairs. And I had tried writing like a show about her having a cheese shop, and I remember in one of the pitch meetings, they're like, "What is this based off of?" And I was like, "Wow, it's based off of her Swedish weaving shop." And they're like, "Why did you not just say Swedish weaving shop?"
Yeah.
And I had spent like maybe a year being like cheese shop. That's the
Yeah,
trick. That's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Does
yeah.
Wait, does she make blankets? Is that what
She
it
makes
is?
Blankets, table runners. I can get you guys a table runner. Get your table
Swedish weaving table runner?
runner. Yeah,
Not bad.
they're pretty nice.
Yeah.
She makes some nice stuff.
That's the ones that it's just a
Little
strip.
strip down
Just
the middle.
a strip.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah,
And it's like a-
flower in the middle centerpiece or whatever.
Yeah, but we go with the.
sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. She's got the Swedish patterns, and then there's the Guatemalan patterns.
This is a little bit particular to your area because
Okay.
I knew that you were in a little bit of a rural environment. Have you ever actually gone cow tipping?
No, but there weren't a lot of cows around,
Really?
and I don't think I'd feel bad tipping over a cow.
Yeah. And apparently, from what we've heard from previous guests, it's not that easy. They don't
I wouldn't
just,
think.
They don't just like flop over.
Yeah.
yeah.
And why put your effort into that? I mean, not that I didn't put my effort into. We used to do off-roading where you like get high and drive around in puddles.
Yeah, mudding.
Mudding,
Some people
yeah,
call it.
totally. Do that.
Did you have a car when you were in high school?
Yes.
What
What'd
was
you
it?
have? Oh man.
My dad got me a Subaru.
All right, that's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
He
It's
saw the
just-
writing on the wall.
Yeah,
I gotta be
yeah,
honest.
exactly.
With you.
yeah. He's like, yeah.
I have to make that joke.
That was my
Sorry.
nickname. He got me a Subaru. This cute little green Subaru. I don't know why he got it. He was like, it's a good car.
Subaru Outback and a rescue dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Put
Well,
your flannel on.
That's a very. It is
Yeah.
minus, the stereotype. The lesbian car.
Right.
It is a very main car.
It is a very
it's
main
very
car.
practical. They're very good
Right.
cars. It's
Is
not
it?
flashy.
I don't know if
Subarus are very,
Very
very
practical,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're very reliable.
They're awesome.
They're very well engineered. And it is like, that's like what somebody in Maine is like, yeah, we're not flashy. I don't
Right.
care what it is. Just give me.
Right.
And a lot of they're hatchbacks because you're moving a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
Was it a
All-wheel drive.
hatchback?
Yeah,
Yeah,
all-wheel
it
drive for
was.
the weather. Yeah.
Did he buy you a new one?
Used one.
Okay, but it wasn't like a hand-me-down.
It wasn't a hand-me-down. He's very into buying used stuff because he loves the deal.
He likes the value in it.
Loves the
Yeah.
values.
Mhm.
Loves going to Sam's Club because he's a mathematician and he's
a game
good with
to him,
numbers. Yeah.
How used are we talking?
We're talking probably like 5 years used.
Okay,
It's not bad.
That's
It's
not
good.
bad.
Good first
Yeah.
car.
that's
Very
pretty legit.
reliable.
Great first car.
That's what,
Yeah,
that's what you want your, your girl in.
Right.
Your daughter.
Yeah.
You want your daughter in a Subaru.
100%.
Someone
Something
driving
safe.
a Corvette or something.
Right. Totally. Yeah, because I had a friend, I remember she had this fucked up Buick. And I was like, your parents must hate you. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just a fucking not safe.
It's a tough look. Did you guys get bad? I assume you had bad winters up
Bad
there.
winters, yeah.
What? Give me an average snow.
Ah.
A snowstorm. What are we looking at?
Okay, it was always exaggerated because in the dome, the wind blows up around it, so it covers the windows because it's like the wind gets like stuck on the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
But it would be
Fucking
like 3 to
God.
6 feet.
Jesus
I
Christ.
think.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's what
a
I
lot.
remember. I know.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Maine, dude.
Nice and cozy
Maine's
in
no
the
fucking
dome.
joke.
Mm-hmm. It is. I never go back. I mean, I went back for Turdy Works. I went back for Father's Day because I hadn't seen my dad because of COVID. And other than that, I just never. It's such a hike, too.
Yeah. It's far.
Mm-hmm.
Any family reunions?
No. actually, on my mom's side, they have a family reunion like once every like 10 years.
Okay.
Where
and
is
it's
it?
huge.
Where?
It's in Wellesley, Massachusetts.
At like, what's the venue? Is it like a park, or is it like they rent a hall, or?
the Harvard Club.
I'm sorry, the what?
So they went to. So there's a real twist in it. So
They were part of it were hoity-toity.
super hoity-toity. Have you ever heard of the author? And I would never have heard of him if he wasn't like loosely related. His name's John Cheever.
Wait,
Yeah, what?
Oh, you guys, I would never. So my mom's name is Susan Cheever, but she's not his daughter, Susan Cheever, but it is the Cheevers. So when he used to write about the waspy New England family.
Wait, hold on. Your mother's maiden name is Cheever.
Yeah, that's my middle name.
Holy shit.
Wait, you guys had heard of John Cheever? I never.
Yeah, I don't know his work, but I mean, I just know the name. Yeah, fucking John Cheever.
Yeah.
Wait, so what's the relation? She was his granddaughter?
So I don't know how she's related to. It's just like I just know that when he writes, like he wrote this article about the Cheever family Thanksgiving, and he always felt like an outsider, and he wasn't good enough, and he didn't get invited. That was my family's Thanksgiving. So growing up, we would go to my mom's for Thanksgiving, and it would be really fancy. Like we'd have they'd all have cocktails. Then you go over to the other house and have, and everyone would be really dressed up and like, what do you do? What do you do?
So your mom comes from a little bit of quiche.
She did, yeah. Yeah, and then she sunk it into that Swedish weaving business. Didn't really explode.
Didn't pan out the way.
Didn't pan
out the way the Guatemalan thought it would.
Yeah.
All
But I
right.
was exposed to that through her family.
You were
yeah.
the classier side, yeah.
It was at the Harvard. What's the Harvard Club?
It's like if people went to Harvard, they can rent a room there.
What?
Yeah, it's like
Really?
the hall, like a rent, like.
That's where you'd have your family reunions?
Sometimes.
Man, talk about a fucking twist in the fourth quarter.
She's
know.
also
Christ.
part of Dome People. Let's not
Right.
forget that.
Right.
Man.
And my mom left all that to like live in the woods in Maine. But then she went back to Cambridge. But it's because she had cancer. And she's
She's in Cambridge now,
she's in Cambridge now.
which is basically Boston.
Yeah.
It's just on the other side of the river.
Yes. Basically Boston. It's a bit, yeah.
So her family's from Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Wellesley, Massachusetts.
Wow.
Wellesley, Boston suburbs, yeah.
What did your mom's dad do? Do you know?
He was a banker. I don't know what exactly they all did but he was some kind of banking. And then a
Finance.
lot of them are in finance, yeah.
Yeah, finance.
Wow.
Yeah, they think
So
I'm
you're in the
nuts.
Cheever family.
I mean, I don't know if they would claim me, but my middle name is Cheever.
You got
She's
invited
missing a tooth.
You went to the Thanksgiving.
I do go to the Thanksgiving.
John
yeah.
wasn't invited to
He wasn't
Thanksgiving.
invited to Thanksgiving, no.
Doing something right.
Yeah.
When's the last time you had a Thanksgiving there?
It was not this year because of COVID. I think it was, and it wasn't the year before that. It was the year before that. So now they do it every other year because there's only a few people that have like big enough houses to fit everybody.
To hold it, yeah.
So we'd
So you'll be going there this year.
hope so.
If you get,
She
you gotta
gets
get
the
the
nod.
tooth
You
gotta
fixed.
get the
can't be
invite.
showing up fucking tooth
Yeah,
looking
you
like
gotta
you're
get
in,
that tooth fixed before that.
They already my
Looking like
mom's a clown. I'm like,
in fucking Slapshot. All right, we got a couple from the Patreon we can do.
Go ahead.
Guys, as you know, when you sign up for Patreon, we'll answer your garbage questions. It's just the best way to do it. This is from, let's see. This is from Zachary. Have you ever been told to wait to cash a birthday check at the end of the month? Like if somebody giving you a gift and then there was like a $20 check and they said, don't cash it.
no, but I love that.
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
great
I
one.
love that. I love that.
Hey,
and
listen, I'm good for
I
it.
love that.
After
yeah.
the first.
yeah. After the,
I've signed
Yeah.
checks with.
Me too.
Intention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put the date.
Oh, data. I
Yeah.
remember my mom doing that. And I didn't know why. Like she had to give it to my SAT tutor actually.
Absolutely.
And she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna make it for next Friday or something. Is that okay?" And the
See
lady
if
was
this
like,
fat fuck graduates.
Yeah.
Cancel that
Yeah.
check, buddy.
yeah, I never used to get it either, and now absolutely I've done that.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done that before, but I haven't.
Do you have a checkbook now?
No,
Neither do I.
couldn't even imagine.
No, it's crazy.
What's the credit situation?
Bad,
Really?
not great.
Credit cards?
3 of them.
Amex?
No. The only place that would give me a credit card is United for some fucking reason. But I've been a loyal customer because
The
of that.
airline.
The airline gave me
Yeah.
a credit card.
They give them to anybody.
Apparently.
Yeah,
and since they did that, I fly only on United.
It's good for the mile. It's
Great
good
for the
miles.
mileage.
Yeah, yeah.
Wha-
They
what's-
hook you up with like 100 off or like
Yeah.
60,000 off the jump.
and then once you fly a lot, you get more points. And
You're always like you're first in line to get the status,
Yeah,
to
I
get
love
the upgrade,
that.
to get the
Mhm.
yeah.
What is your credit limit? Do you know roughly?
I think it's like 5,000 or 6,000.
It's great.
On each card?
5,000 on one, 3,000 on another one.
Damn.
Is that pretty good?
It's good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mine's currently 200.
Mine's 1,000.
So I had it at that for a while, and I had to do one of those prepaid situations where it's like I give them $500
and then you can
you
spend
get the
500.
credit
Yeah,
against
yeah,
that. So that's how I built my credit back up. But it's been a little choppy recently.
I just got a Venmo. You can get a Venmo credit card.
Oh,
and they gave me
God.
25 or 22 hundo or something like that. So I'm cooking now.
It's but I've been putting the teeth stuff on the credit card too. So that's what it kind of
Gotta
what
do
it
it.
for. But sometimes it's scary because when I first got a credit card, I was just like, and then you got to
yeah.
pay it. That's the way they get you.
Yeah, of course.
I had one in college. I didn't understand it at all.
Me neither, man.
Hmm.
Or that's what I understood. I knew I had to pay it back. I just.
All right, this is a good one. This is from Tristan. Haven't had a question read yet. Being from Maine, we were just talking about it. It's perfect. You ever let the wind clean the snow off your car after a big snowstorm instead of brushing it off?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Just make a couple of quick
Yeah.
turns.
Totally. You give it a little tap to see if it's wet snow, and then depending on it, like real whip twist the back. Yeah, and then sometimes when you're going by people, they're like, "You're got snow."
Yeah, they're behind you.
Yeah,
Fucking
I don't give a fuck about you. And then
Yeah.
the snow's going and coming, and
icicles
yeah.
and shit flying through the
Yep.
window.
That's awesome.
Feels good to be alive.
Did you ever do the thing where you would take fresh snow and mix it with condensed milk?
Not with condensed milk, but we would put maple syrup on it. But condensed milk is really good.
Wait,
I've
what?
had that.
What?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
it's like a dessert.
What is?
The mixed snow with condensed milk, and you put like a flavoring. I don't know what it's called.
You would go
Is that
out.
a Maine thing or like a?
It's like a northeast like snow thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Where are you from, Toby? Chicago?
I lived there for the last 11 years, but I went to high school in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay, cool,
What
nice,
On the
fuck?
Vermont border.
nice.
I don't know if that's genius or complete
It's
trash.
kind of gross though, because it was like, I mean, it's like I remember being like, oh, like scoop around the yellow, but it's like you're getting close to the yellow.
Scoop around the yellow.
Yeah, the
That's
pee.
it. I've
What the fuck?
I have
Yeah.
enough. I have enough information.
You brush your teeth in the shower?
Yeah,
Do you pee in the shower?
yeah,
Do you keep your toothbrush in the shower?
I do.
Do you keep your tooth in the shower?
I think so. I can't
I
find
don't know
it.
where any of this shit
check
is.
there. Check there for your tooth.
What about the sleeping situation? Do you sleep with a fan directly on you?
No, but I should. My apartment now has AC, but back in the day before it did, I would put it directly. I hate the oscillating.
Okay. How many pillows do you sleep with?
2.
Just 2 under your head?
I sleep with 1 or 2, but if I'm in a relationship where there's like a girl coming over, like I have a girlfriend now, so I'll like pillow it up for her.
Sure.
So
Is
you
the
don't
bed
go-
in the, oh, sorry. Go.
You don't go pillow between your legs or hold one or anything?
I wish I fucking did because it would make me go to the chiropractor less. But I don't. I sleep on my side, and I always jack my back up.
Huh.
Is the bed in the corner of the room?
So I had a
Oh,
bed,
boy.
and then so I had a
boy.
bed. and
I am stunned that you're this garbage. I gotta tell you.
Really?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had a bed, and
It's also like you're part of the Cheevers and going to
know.
Thanksgiving at the Harvard Club, and that can't even pull you out of
That's
it.
I
crazy.
know that's
That's
what
like you just dropped the Harvard Club, and I'm like, nope, not gonna do it.
I had a lot of opportunities to not be That's why it's like nature versus nurture. I do believe in like a lot of things are
I do
about.
think the dome set you back early on in the race.
It could have been,
But even the
it could have
dome,
been.
you have to put the time and the place and where she grew up and the fact that, okay, her father, lived the kind of,
I get where you're going.
Hippie.
It's not
natural
the-
lifestyle.
It's not. I mean,
But he grew up in a family similar to my mom's in Boston, but he also like was like, I'm not for me, and then he's like, I'm living off the land.
See, that makes you less trash, too. If you come from money and decide to go that route, that's a noble thing.
For them, I guess, yeah.
no.
No?
Noble?
I think they were just kind of
Not
high.
noble. Yeah.
You know?
The guy like puffing on the fucking Chiba.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm trying to get off the grid so the feds can't tax him.
Exactly.
Fucking blueberry farmer. This is all
100%.
This
Yeah.
thing's-
Blueberry Kush farmer.
This
Yeah.
thing's been fucked from the beginning.
And my mom, despite the fact that she owned a Swedish weaving store, fucking hates comedy, which I think is so. She's,
Really?
Yeah, and I'm always like, my mom hates comedy. She starts breathing down my neck, and then I'm like, well, what'd your mom do? I'm like, she had a blueberry farm. I don't know how to.
Yeah.
Nothing that practical. Swedish weavings. She's an importer exporter with
Yeah.
Guatemalan weavings and fucking Swedish.
Man,
I mean, I
I'm a
can
woman.
draw a conclusion.
closing the book.
My bed's on the floor now though because
Right. That's it.
because I felt like someone told me it was like an ADHD thing. I felt like trapped and it didn't feel like enough room, so I dismembered the bed. Now it's in the closet.
Dismembered is a weird
Yeah.
is a weird word choice.
of
Yeah.
words.
What would it take for you? What would it take to pull her out, Kip?
Buddy,
Good question.
if she, I mean, where she dropped Harvard Club for fucking Thanksgiving. That's probably one of the most classiest things someone said, and it's like didn't even bat an eye at it.
Yeah, I can't really see anything. I mean, if I had like $2,000 in front of me, maybe that would pull her out.
Oh.
I'd take a bribe.
Take a break. Yeah, right. And she's classy. And we're back with the classiest person there is. Yeah.
If a Venmo deposit were to hit, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think we would be in the payoff realm to
Wow.
try to get you out of this. We're definitely in bribe territory.
Yeah.
I don't have socks on right now, and I never wear socks.
Do your feet smell?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, that's
wait,
impossible.
wait,
It's
wait.
impossible for them to not.
Yeah.
I was
Sometimes, yeah.
going to actually ask if you were wearing matching socks, so it's fitting.
No, I don't. Sometimes I'll wear, but sometimes when I wear socks, it doesn't. It's just I don't know. I don't like it.
I'll share. I'm not a big underwear guy. I'll be
Really?
honest with you. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. It's just too. It's no good.
I get it.
I'm sure the underwear's thankful.
I'm not going back in
We're
there.
taking the day off, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Willman. Emma, what do you got coming up you want the folks out there to know?
Yeah.
Plug any shows, any whatever.
Lay it on us.
Thank you, guys. I'll pull this.
Of course, yeah. You get the calendar.
You got the iPhone, the latest iPhone though.
I got
Cracked.
It's cracked.
I saw it. It's
my
cracked.
God. And it's the Plus.
And I brought
That's
the.
so garbage.
I brought the one of these cracked. The lens is cracked. So I brought it to a store that apparently wasn't iPhone certified. Because once it's in, now it says that the lenses are not recognized.
Man.
Off-brand lenses. That's-
Just fucking like.
Did you ever wear colored contacts?
No,
Okay.
no, I didn't.
Still garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
Like
wear
that was
colored.
going to do
I
it?
did everything. I did everything I could for you.
Sorry, man. I tried. October 1st, I'm going to be at the Robin Theater in Lansing, Michigan.
Look at that.
And then October 2nd, I'm going to be at Back Alley Comedy Club also in Michigan. And then October 3rd, I'm doing the Lincoln Lodge in Chicago.
Yes.
Those are the road shows. I love doing
Guys,
Chicago.
go check her out. She's a fucking killer.
Let me
She's
get-
a
Thank you,
killer
guys.
on stage.
Let me say
Appreciate
this: no bias at all. One of the funniest people, one of the best stand-up comedians out there.
I feel the same way about you
Unbelievably funny.
guys. I have so many memories of you guys back in the day in so many different spaces. That's why it's always like, when people are talented, but then also they work for it too. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Because they were
Yeah.
just like that. It's like that Cat Williams show where he's like trying shit, don't work. Trying shit, don't, you know what I'm saying? And then so
But you're honestly one of the few comics that, like, when you're on a show, I'll stay and watch
Killer.
it just because
appreciate it.
it's pure entertainment. You know what I mean? It's just funny.
Appreciate
And
it.
you're always working on stuff. You always have something new. You always have a different twist
Grinding,
on something.
yeah.
So, folks, do yourself a favor. If you live in those areas, go check out Emma. She's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, let me know if you think. Feel free to DM me on Instagram if you think you should get his hair blonde. I mean, I'm curious what you guys think.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I mean,
Maybe
maybe
that'll
I'm
be a
wrong.
Patreon goal.
Yeah, could be.
Get my pubes bleached, too.
Woo!
There you go. Spice it up.
Sorry,
a little bit.
Kevin.
Sorry.
Look like Jonah Hill
I'm going to
down
have to see
there.
his pubes now. Great.
Gibby, what do you got for him?
At Kevin Ryan Comedy on all social media. And then, guys, patreon.com, iTunes, YouTube, the whole fucking nine. We appreciate all the fucking support. I don't care
We
if
love
you're
you.
on the Patreon, off the Patreon. If you watch it, just fucking all the support has been fantastic. Thank you so much.
What an episode, gang. Emma, thank you so much. Gang, we love you, and we will see you next week. Peace.